Good day, teacher. Today my group and I will present to you what is Alzheimer's disease. But before we dive into what this disease is, first we need to know what is scientific English. While scientific English is a multitude of things, it is a communication tool, a culture of writing, and a plain and readable manner of scripture, with specific compositional strategies and uses of language, all of which permit the community of scientific researchers to conduct its professional affairs. In deciding essentially to be masters of their own languages, scientists rely on narrowly restricted uses of words that are a must for conducting different research papers or understanding the content of a foreign article. As it was established before, scientific English is a necessity when it comes to writing or studying the latest findings in the scientific community. The Science Docs Inc., or the SDI, has stated that more than 1,100 of published periodicals from Japan are in a list from the US National Library of Medicine, stating English as the official language of publication. This finding was not a surprise, since scholars from the AAMC have indicated the urge for global medical students who do not have English as a native language to be familiarized with the English language in a scientific level. They have stated that international students that are able to speak English in a scientific setting have a higher chance of getting international recognition on their articles, alongside with being up to date with the latest medical findings.
What is Alzheimer's disease? According to the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Strokes, Alzheimer's disease is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that occurs when nerve cells in the brain die. This disease often results in the following behaviors. Impaired memory, thinking, and behavior, confusion, restlessness, and personality and behavior change, impairing judgment, impairing communication, inability to follow directions, language deterioration, impaired thought process that involves visual and spatial awareness, and emotional apathy.
The causes. Scientists do not fully understand what causes the disease, although age and family history, certain genes, abnormal proteins deposits in the brain, other risk and environmental factors, and the immune system problems could be the problem of this disease. For the diagnosis to the Alzheimer, there is no single test for diagnosing Alzheimer. Specialists can rule out other similar conditions and diagnose Alzheimer's disease with about a 95% of accuracy. The only way to confirm this disease is by autopsy. Examination and evaluation are essential in determining whether the dementia is the result of the treatable illness. In addition to complete a medical history and extensive neurological, motor, and sensory exam, diagnostic procedures for Alzheimer's disease may include the following: a mental status test, neurophysiological testing, blood test, lumbar puncture, electroencephalogram, computed tomography scan, magnetic resonance imaging, and a genetics testing or urinalysis. The treatment. At this time, there is no cure for Alzheimer's. The disease progresses as nerve cells in the brain are damaged and can no longer function normally, and there is no way to reverse this deterioration. Physical exercise and social activity are most important in managing Alzheimer's disease, as a proper nutrition, health maintenance, and a calm and well-structured environment. Medication can sometimes help with cognitive and behavioral symptoms.
Okay. Are the people with information in Panama of the disease? Over awareness and knowledge about Alzheimer, another neurodegenerative disease, may vary in different regions and communities. In Panama, as many other places, awareness of Alzheimer likely depends on factors such as education, exposure to medical information, and the presence of awareness campaigns. In many countries, including in Panama, efforts are made increases awareness about Alzheimer's and other similar diseases, they may include information campaigns, educational programs, and the community events to raise awareness of the symptoms, diagnosis, and management of the condition. Question 8. What determines the information in Panama? The Pan American Health Organization is the estimate Alzheimer's disease affects 2 people in the world and predicts what the total number of the people with dementia will reach in by National Institution of Mental Health. Many mental instruments of direction of the sexual signs and the symptoms, cognitive impairment or dementia. MOCA is instrument that evaluates the mountain cognitive attention and the concentration, executive fusion, memory, language, visuals, skill, reason, conceptual, calculation, and the orientations. And cognitive screening test breath thus for the diagnosis of Alzheimer and other dementia in care sentence primary.
The vocabulary. Neurodegenerative disease occurs when nerve cells in the brain or peripheral nervous system lose functions over time and ultimately die. Electroencephalogram is a procedure that records the brain's continuous electrical activity by means of electrodes attached to the scalp. Computed tomography scan is a diagnostic imaging procedure that uses a combination of X-rays and a computer technology to produce horizontal or axial images. Magnetic resonance imaging is a diagnostic procedure that uses a combination of large magnets, radiofrequencies, and a computer to produce detailed images of organs and structures within the body. Mental status test. This is a brief and simple test of memory and some other common cognitive or thinking skills. Thank you.